Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Kemick again. I hope you're having a wonderful week. This week's message is going to be more or less a continuance of the scholar practitioner role, particularly in the development of interventions for workplace performance. So, as I'm sure you're well aware, within your organization, you may target an improvement, an innovation improvement, a human performance, technology improvement at one of several levels. Either the individual, perhaps work groups, departments, or maybe even the entire organization, especially if you're talking about human resource development in terms of learning and development or organizational development. So all of these fall within your realm. But you have several things going for you that you can use to your advantage. So consider this. First, as a scholar practitioner, you'll have theory, research, and practice going for you, giving you the knowledge and information resources that you need to build credibility, to affect outcomes, and to gain the kind of results that you need. You've done your studying, you've done your homework, you're ready to go, right? So let's take a look at this next piece, which are all the improvement models that you possibly think of that may be useful to you to deal with a problem or an opportunity, an improvement opportunity within your workplace or your organization for that matter. For instance, of course, there's the performance improvement, human performance technology model, plan, do, check, act, the old quality model, W. Edwards Deming, right, is noted for. You could perhaps use the Agile model, ADDIE, SAM, or even Lean Six Sigma. You pick the right model according to your research for the job. In this case, we'll just assume this is the kind of problem that you're going to use a performance improvement HPT approach or that particular model, which of course all of these models will start with some form of needs analysis or needs assessment. So at some point you're going to do that analysis, that assessment, and when it's completed, you're going to understand a lot of things about your audience, of course the level in the organization that you're trying to make an improvement with, and several other things that will lead you to the selection of an intervention type, even a specific intervention, whether it be learning, performance support, personal development, job analysis, human resource development, organizational communication, organizational design and development, or financial systems, the big 8. And from each one of those, you'll be able to make a selection and apply your knowledge and your model to working the improvement. So what does this have to do with you? Well, many things. Applied well and with some success and continued practice and research, you will increase your competence and the confidence of the people that you're working with. Remember, as a research practitioner, you are trying to pull people in and get them enthusiastic about being scholar practitioners themselves, about doing the research, basing their practice, their interventions, improvement interventions on theory and research. And the more you do, the more you lead, the more you model those behaviors, the more people are going to follow you. Confidence. Of course, with increased competence comes increased confidence. People will know you're the go-to person to ask questions about performance improvement interventions. They'll start to get in the habit of it. Your own confidence, their confidence will increase as a result of that. Knowledge. The more you do, the more you learn. That just goes without saying. In this particular case, if you become very proficient at using the PI model or the PDCA or SAM or Lean or whatever models you're using, and whatever intervention types and specific interventions that you're using out of your toolkit. And the more research you do, even the more you do, the more you learn. Of course, with that knowledge comes wisdom, and wisdom is simply connecting the dots, putting the pieces together, and this happens over time. This is understanding not only what a thing is, but how it works, why it happens that way. And you can even make certain predictions about your interventions or about certain problems in an organization based on that and your experience, your research, your practice, the theory, your experience, and the experience of others. Credibility. The more you do, the more you know, the more credible you are within your organization, not only with the people that you're working with, but the people that you're working for. Effectiveness. The chances are very good that most of the time you'll have a win instead of a wild guess intervention that didn't work out so well. Remember, when you work strictly on muscle memory, when you work strictly upon best guess of what's worked before in the past, sometimes you get lucky and that works. Many times it falls short of whatever it was you were trying to accomplish. So this gives you a more solid foundation of research, theory, practice, well-tested models, well-tested interventions, proven interventions will increase your effectiveness. And as your effectiveness increases, of course, so do the results of your labors. You have better interventions and better results in those interventions. And with that, your value goes up. What I'm talking about is your human capital value, the things that you can do and the effectiveness that you have and the results that you get within your organization. So I just wanted to put this up this week, a little food for thought as you continue your studies of human resource development, human capital development, as you're looking about learning and development and organization development, interventions, the intervention model, and all those other tasks and items that you've been working on so diligently. So let's go over this week's assignments. First course is HCD discussion board number 4. Basically, all we're asking you to do here is describe your infographic from week 3. Attach your infographic to the discussion board and write a narrative to explain your infographic. Of course, your response is due to this assignment by 11:55 p.m. today. And your peer response, that is a response to at least one other peer, is due by Friday at 11:55 p.m. Week 5 assignments, critical analysis. You're going to select any 2 theories that support the foundation and practice of human capital development. That's any 2. And just to save you from asking, it can be 2 you've already looked at. That's fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. You're going to determine the interdependence of the 2 theories, how they work together, and how each contributes to the area of HCD study, which one you believe is more important and why, okay? 3 things. You're going to determine the interdependence of the 2 theories, how they contribute to the study of HCD, and which one you believe is more important and why. You'll write for an audience that does not know anything about the topic. Assume they're a competent reader, but a lay person just the same. A lot of your writing is going to cause you to have to synthesize things and put them in terms and language that just about anybody can understand. That's part of the education that you're also working on. Follow formatting instructions and the rubric in Canvas. And this assignment in week 5 will be due on the 18th at 11:55. Discussion board number 5 will also be due next week in week 5. You'll select one intervention category from the 8 listed in the Fundamentals of Performance Improvement textbook between pages 203 and 206. You will not post about the category you select per se. That is, don't write about the learning interventions category if that was your selection. Instead, choose a specific intervention from the list that appears below your selected category on those pages in the textbook. For instance, if you selected learning interventions as a category, you might decide to do your discussion post about self-directed learning. You'll post your specific intervention, your reasons for choosing it, and how you think you can implement in your current or future workplace. No two students should select the same intervention, so please be sure to review the performance improvement interventions already posted, and your response to the assignment is due by 11:55 p.m. on Wednesday, the 16th. Your peer response will be due on Friday at 11:55. That's Friday, the 18th of September. Well, that's it for now for this week. I hope you're having a great week. Remember, you know where to find me if you need any assistance or you need to have any questions or issues addressed. I'm there for you. So with that, I'll bid you a wonderful evening and have a good night.